Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay. So, let's play some Doki Doki Literature Club. So this is actually my first playthrough. I heard that it's supposed to be spooky, and I'm really into that, so let's check it out. Okay. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. Thank you for the warning. Okay. I agree. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Okie dokie. Rue. Hey, I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance. Oh no, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. Dude, same. And I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Oh no, she looks stressed out. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Rue. Sorry, girl. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird then, I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Ooh. That wasn't very nice of me. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Rue, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Putting words in my mouth? Lady? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. So Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yeah, that sounds like me, alright. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Thanks, Sayori. Thanks for looking out. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET? Oh, what's that? N-E-E-T? In a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Thank you. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, well, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah! There's no way I'm going to your club. Aw, Meanie, why? Rue, have you already banned the known bots? Hey, Dracul! I have banned a few bots. Actually, rather, I should say that some of my moderators have banned bots for me that have come into my chat. But other than that, I haven't banned any bots lately. I know that in my last stream we were talking about bots running amok. I'll send you the list of the major ones that are IP leaking. Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you very much. That would be very much appreciated. Can you do that on in my DMs on Discord? I know that has been a problem most recently. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Yeah, I'm doing it now. Thank you so much, Jackal. Also, welcome to the party. I'm glad you're here. I just banned another one. Oh, jeez. These bots are getting out of hand. These bots are getting bold. Yes, there it is. Thank you. I am endlessly grateful. Not that I was aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. Hey, thank you, Lexar, for following! Thank you so much! I hope you're enjoying your stay here. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Girl, you said cupcakes? I'm ready to go. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Honestly, who among us can say that they haven't? Who among us can say that they haven't sold their souls for a cupcake? I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. Girl, I said I was gonna come for a cupcake. That's what I said I was gonna come for. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Is there nobody else in this room? Oh, okay. Girl 1. What's up, Girl 1? Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? I am very clearly not a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Rue, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Okay, that's Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest girl, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Oh, okay. Hello, Monica. That's right. It's great to see you again, Rue. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Rue. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh, whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats! Aww, you babies! The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears stop. That's so cute! So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Honestly, girl, same. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Ooh, okay. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe, but not for you. No, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. Oh, that's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? Girl, cupcakes. Oh, so the dude making all the bots is a script kitty. Ooh. What is that? What's a script kitty? I also... Let me just pop open those DMs right quick. Yeah, that's a whole bunch of bots, huh? Ugh. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Ah, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Not doing anything special, really. It tends to be kids who do stuff like this, hence the term script kitty. Gotcha. A white hat found out his age, name, and location, and sending his information to internet security companies and whatnot. Good. That's good, though. Honestly, like, I think about people who just, like, hack people's information. Like, I don't know. I guess that's your pastime, but, like, do something else with your pastime, right? I don't know. Join a literature club, why don't ya? Hey, the Veil's Curse, welcome back! How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining us. Yuri is best girl. Yeah, Yuri is leaning towards being my favorite. Natsuki is definitely a little bit of a wild card. Monika's pretty nice though too. And Sayori's okay too. Monica really is a great leader. There she is. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Hey, Some Tea Water, how are you doing? Have you played this game yet? I have not. This is my first playthrough, and I heard it's super spooky, so I'm excited to get spooked. I know that this is pretty popular. I downloaded, I think it's like free on Steam or something. And like right after I downloaded it, I actually saw a bunch of other people streaming it. Like my buddy Pluto was streaming it. I actually didn't get to sit on his stream. So this is, I'm starting fresh. Ooh, yeah, I'm starting fresh here. I'm excited to take this journey. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Rue, what kinds of things do you like to read? What kinds of things do I like to read? Honestly, okay, so don't make fun of me, but I just finished a young adult novel called What Big Teeth, and it was actually pretty good. It was really good, actually. I liked it a lot. I went to a bookstore the other day, and I was just like, cruising for books, even though I have 1,000 books at home that I haven't read. And what really caught my attention was like the cover art. It's really pretty, the cover art, so that's what made me buy it, and I'm glad I did, because it was pretty good. I'm gonna make all of them fun of you. Please don't make fun of me. Don't tell Mom. I know. It's always the cover art that gets me, though. Like, whoever does the cover art for young adult novels friggin' nails it every time. They're really good. But yeah, I do like me some nonfiction as well. I also read a book called Throwaway Boy, which is a biography about the artist Henry Darger, who's like an outsider artist. It was very, very good. So, I don't know. Those are the two most recent things that I read. What do you guys like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Also manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. You got something to say, girl? You got something to say to me? Last novel I read was God Save the Queen, I think. Ooh. What type of literature is that? Is that nonfiction? I also have like a list of books I want to read. I really want to read it's this really good fantasy book that has been recommended to me several times. The Name of the Wind or something like that. Yo, if you enjoy fantasy, you should read Stormlight Archives, starting with The Way of Kings. Yeah, definitely. I'm into it. I really like fantasy books. All history, steampunk with vampires and werewolves. Right on, right on. Have you ever heard of the comic book series Lady Mechanica? I think that's what it's called. Lady Mechanica. I have the first issue, but then unfortunately I didn't follow through, so I only have the first issue. But the first issue is really good. Victorian England, steampunk, good stuff. Stormlight is good, but it's very dense. Yeah, let me, I'm actually so super curious now. Yes, The Name of the Wind is the one that I have been recommended. It is a very dense, like very, very big book. But highly recommended to me. So I don't know, maybe that'll be next on my list. I'm actually gonna make a list. Hold on, I'm gonna put that on my list. Read Stormlight Archives. Stormlight Archives. I'm gonna put that on my book list right now so I don't forget. And there we go. Yeah, each book takes me a few days. Yeah, I am not a super slow reader. Honestly, like I'm pretty average reader. Like it depends on what I'm reading, you know? Like, I don't know, the biography that I read, I took it slow because I wanted it to last me a while, so it took me like a week. And then What Big Teeth, I read that in like 3 days. It could have been 2, but I like to take my time, because then I read it and it's all done and it's over, you know? I don't know. I like to savor it. Alright. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Yeah, same girl. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Right on, right on. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Aw, really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? Who gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! Yo, my girl Monica was just about to expose Natsuki in front of the new guy. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Rue? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Oh, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Rue. You all I'm defenseless against these girls. I need to sleep more before work, but have fun. Hey, thank you so much, Dracul. Have a good sleep. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good day at work too. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Girl. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Rue, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Rue, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. What words? What words? What words? How many? 20? Uncanny is a good word. Meager is a pretty good word. Grief, fantasy, pout. I don't know. Something's drawing me to meager. I don't know what it is. Tragedy, lucky, kiss, marshmallow, journey, fun, color, imagination, jump, candy. Journey. Sensation, disoriented, effulgence? Hold on. Don't mind me. Shining brightly, radiant. Okay. That's a pretty word. Fickle, disarray, bed, atone, unstable. Come on, I gotta go with effulgent. That's the bougiest word. Massacre, giggle, treasure, infinite, rainbow, peace, games, love, climax, forgive. Infinite. Twirl, fireflies, poof, despise, heaven sent, sparkle, boop, dream, fear, family. Heaven sent or fireflies? I like fireflies. Unrestrained, precious, philosophy, agonizing, extraordinary, shame, bubbles, charm, laugh, hopeless. Philosophy is sticking out to me. Philosophy. Time, after image, fester, lazy scars, secretive, loud, broken, electricity, dance. I like electricity. Chocolate, sweet, unending, heart, tenacious, question, daydream, hurt, clumsy, socks. Daydream. Awesome, determination, Doki Doki, captive, heartbeat, vivid, anger, incongruent, spinning, ocean, vivid. Pain, bunny, lust, friends, entropy, strawberry flower, fireworks, childhood, memories. I'm gonna double check it what entropy means. A lack of order or predictability, gradual decline into disorder. Okay. I like entropy. Vivacious, essence, eternity, hope, infallible, ribbon, passion, parfait, disown, contamination. How about eternity? Pink, lipstick, Valentine, beauty, disaster, wonderful cheeks, hop, depression, anxiety. Valentine? Ambient, cute, jumpy, puppy, playground, extreme, variant, skipping, milk, papa. Ambient. Ooh! Crap. Feather, vacation. Wait, can I go back? Ugh. Feather, vacation, adventure, blanket, happiness, rose, anime, crimson, flea, prayer. I like crimson. Defeat, melody, together, misfortune, vanilla, sunset, vitality, portrait, summer, clouds. Melody. Death, smile, judgment, whirlwind, cage, flying, music, desire, play, sticky. Music. Romance, suicide, dazzle, analysis, melancholy, landscape, special, explode, graveyard, empty. I like melancholy. Headphones, whisper, inferno, nature, destiny, pleasure, hair, starscape, skirt, insight, starscape for sure. Hi again, Rue. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Rue. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monika and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Rue always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once. That's so. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Rue can be good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monika are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Oh boy. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. Okay. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sinks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... Oh, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Hey, Cram, welcome! Hey, thank you so much for subscribing! Hi, how are you doing? Those school jackets look uncomfortably tight. I was just thinking that too. Like, it looks like even tighter than a shirt would be, you know? Hey, so we are just getting into some Doki Doki Literature Club. And I think, so I don't know. I think based on the words that I chose when I was writing my poem, I think Yuri is interested in me. So, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see where this journey takes us. Has anyone here ever played Doki Doki Literature Club? I know it was like, it's like still kind of popular. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. I'll be editing away all the background noises on Sunday, so you'll either receive it either Sunday or Monday. Do you mean the recordings that you made, Grim? Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Aha! Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Rue? No, it's not that. Yep, those. Oh, okay, awesome! I'm so excited, Crim. I can't wait to hear them. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it onto her thumb after it flips to her side. In-game Natsuki, best girl. Outside of the game, that title belongs to you, Rue. Thank you so much, Grim. So you like Natsuki? She's very, very cute. She's a little bit moody, though, isn't she? I do enjoy the fact that she made little Kit Kat cupcakes. Little kitty cat cupcakes. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Not to mention, she's canonically a weeb. Yeah, she totally is. She keeps her manga collection at the school. Sundeers are the best. Dun, 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 dun. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Ooh, hydrate or dihydrate. Good call, good call. Let's take a sip. There we go. Oh, I think it is time for a stretch. Okay. Oh, my back. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh my goodness. Get that blood circulating. Manually check the rewards for a sec. I'm on mobile. Let's see if I remember. Yeah. Do you mean the stretch that you just redeemed? It definitely came through. I know that there's a... Huh, you can't, huh? That's weird. Let me see. Manage requests, here we go. Mark is complete. Okay. Can you try now, Krim? I think you should be able to do it. Either way, I will definitely say to my cat that you said hello. Where is she? Are there any babies in here? Is there a baby? Little baby? I think there's a cat on the bed. Krim says hi. I think he's sleeping on the bed. Krim says hello. Oh yeah, he's sleeping. You still can't. Okay, that's weird. I'm not sure why that is. Poggers, it's Doki Doki. Yeah, it's Doki Doki. Welcome, Eurocamps. How are you doing? I'm so glad that you're here. We just started Doki Doki, so we are on our second day at the literature club meeting. Cherry blossoms. I shall points. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, so I don't know why that is, Krim. Because I just went through and marked all of the ones complete. So maybe it's because you're on mobile. Does that have anything to do with it? Guess I'll just boot up my PC again. Yeah, it might have something to do with the fact that you're on mobile. I'm not sure. First time meme, yeah. Who is that? Like, isn't it like James Franco? Oh, what movie was that from? I know exactly what you're talking about. Is it? That's not, It is! It's the Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Yeah, that meme is from The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, which is a very, 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 very good movie. I highly recommend it. Yeah. Yeah, it's very good. Oh, man. Oh, so The Ballad of Buster Scruggs is like a series of short stories. I think it's by the Coen brothers who did, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? All their stuff. I just absolutely love it. There we go, head pats. Here we go. We got some head pats. Yeah. Let me move these head pats over here. There we go. Alright. Got head pats. Is that working for you now, Krim? The first time meme is very well fitting. I heard that this is a very spooky game, and I am excited for the spooks. No spoils for the first time. Thank you, thank you. Some pats for best girl. I appreciate it, Krim. Alright. Alright, let's get into it here. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. For some reason, it only does that thing for things I've redeemed before once. Interesting. Wholesome reading time with best girl Pog. We're just out here reading a book with your girl Yuri. Vibin' at the Doki Doki Literature Club. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all of the things that she says and does. Oh, Vale, Rue's the best girl here. Thank you, Krim. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. Yuri do be cute, but Natsuki is small. So we've got, is that one for Yuri and two for Natsuki? No Monica, no Sayori? I do like Yuri though myself. I think I'm leaning toward to just Monica. Yeah. I mean, Monica's nice. They're all nice. Natsuki is very chaotic. I mean, I do enjoy her aesthetic, her vibe, but she's a little bit chaotic. Don't forget, all for Rue. Thank you. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Rue, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, sorry, girl. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Ah, what are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Oh, man. Oh, boy, it's poem time. Let's see how it turned out. What do you think, guys? We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? Wait, normal DDLC or DDLC plus? I think this is just normal. I didn't know that there was a Doki Doki Literature Club plus. So I think this is just the normal one. I'm pretty sure. I got it for free on Steam. Yeah, I think it is the normal one because I think it was like either free or like very, very cheap. You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. The paid one is plus. Okay, I do think that I just have the normal one. Yeah, so you have the normal one. Okay, then that's for sure what I got. Yeah, what is the one? What does plus give you? Or are those spoilers? Original equals SpongeBob. Oh my goodness. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's a good reasoning. No clue what the difference is. Yeah. I wonder if it's just like maybe like extra little chapters in between or something? I don't know. In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. This is your first playthrough? Yes, this is my first playthrough. So no spoilers, please. I know that there's, some spookiness afoot. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Alright, obviously I gotta pick Yuri, right? Because we were hanging out earlier. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ha. Yuri takes a breath. Oh my goodness, okay. Add something you'll find out about eventually. Okay, right on. So we're not there yet. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognized in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. How far along are you? So this is my second day at the literature club. The first day was when I joined, and this is the second day. So we just started. We are about an hour deep into this game so far. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. She is very, very early in, yeah. We are brand new. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Rue, be prepared for tons of feels. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh, this is one of them feeling games, is it? Yuri smiles dreamily, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Very good, very good. Not the good kind. Oh boy. We're digging deep, huh? I have to emotionally prepare myself. Literature master Yuri, big words. Oh, she got them big words. Click outside poem area to continue. Okay. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Rue. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Good to know there is no Monica route. Oh, really? It's funny how some people in VR chat get triggered just from hearing the BGM. They're like, oh god, no. No, the background music, yeah. Oh no, what is she doing? Oh my goodness. That bad, huh? They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Oh my gosh, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Rue. Me too. Who should I show my poem to next? I can show it to my buddy, Sayori. She's my friend. She's my bud, right? This is a good poem, Rue. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Girl. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Rue. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Beware, Sayori is the first trigger for feels. No, not my girl Sayori. Not my girl Sayori. I would be the one that would forget to write a poem and go to sleep. No homework, no problem. Yo, no homework, no problem. Scribbling it down real quick before the end of the day. No, no, Sayori, don't tell her. I'm sweating. Oh no. I mean, I guess it makes sense because she's my buddy. She's like my OG pal. We were friends since we were bebes, according to the storyline, if I'm understanding correctly. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. This is a really good poem. This is top tier. This is the best poem I've ever read in my life. Ooh, hydrate or dihydrate, yes. And a stretch. Why don't I? I want breakfast. I understand, Sayori. Me. We the same. Oh man, I think Sayori might be my favorite. Okay. Big stretch. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. Marked as completed by me. Oh, on Twitch, you mean the redeem? I also have it open. I think I have it open still, so if it gets like backlogged, I can just go in and manually complete them. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially the last line. Yeah, the redeems. Okay, thank you. Thank you for doing that. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. Hey, that's a true thing right there. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I got all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Actually, I'm gonna turn this down. Is it okay if I turn that down? That should be good. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah, but next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Oh, I feel like that's too quiet. There we go. Who should I show my poem to next? I don't know. Natsuki is like... Natsuki or Monica? I mean, I guess Monica's like the club leader, so it would make sense for her. Yeah, I'll show it to Monica. Hi, Rue. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah ha ha ha. Say, Rue, can you help me set up bots and those pop-up thingies sometime? No idea how those work. Yes, I can, actually. So all you have to do is download Streamlabs chatbot. I will put that in the chat. That is the Streamlabs, that's the chat that I use. Hey, Mizuki! Hey, thank you so much for the raid! Oh my goodness! Thank you so much! Hi, everyone! Oh my gosh, thank you so much for being here! Hi! We did some art. That's so exciting. That sounds like fun. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the raid. We are just starting off Doki Doki Literature Club. So, this is day 2. Day 2 at the club. Yes, we need a slack off activity and watch anime. Yeah, honestly. Truth. Okay, was about to press enter on the shout out. Hey, that's okay, Krim. We can have more than one shout out in the chat. Thank you. Welcome everyone. Oh boy, this game. Yeah. Yeah, we just started. I have never played it before, so from what I hear, I've got a big old emotional journey in store for me. Oh my goodness. So I'm kind of nervous about it, but it seems cute so far, right? So Streamlabs chatbot, right? Yes, yes. I wonder if there's even like a direct. Yeah. Streamlabs here. I will put this in the chat. So all you have to do, Krim, is you have to just go there, and then every time you stream, I use Streamlabs OBS. So it's like all connected. So I got stream labels, I've got Streamlabs chatbot, the whole shebang. It's all through Streamlabs. So just download it through there and then connect it to your Twitch, and then follow the instructions, and you should be good to go. It is a little bit of a setup process, but it's pretty easy. I do, yeah, I use slobs. I like it. It's a good interface. Yeah, same, yeah. I really like the interface. But anyway, so showing our poem to Monica. Let's see what she thinks. Don't worry, Rue. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? I mean, this was your idea, girl. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Okay, yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Rue. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Oh my goodness. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. I mean, she's not wrong. She's right, but you shouldn't say it. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. Downloading it now, I'll try setting it up later. Okay, good luck. If you run into any problems, feel free to reach out. I'm pretty sure I can help you. I don't entirely remember the process that I went through to download it, but I can probably help out if you need it. Crimson gaining strong new mod powers. Yeah. Yeah, Crim is one of my mods. And actually I have done a couple of his streams. He streams a lot of Genshin, so if anyone is into Genshin, definitely follow Crim. Actually, I'll put a shout out in the chat. There we go. All right, I play Genshin too, but I just started that as well, so I'm a little bit behind the curve when it comes to Genshin. Poggers, yeah. All right, it's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. It's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. I'm also Rue's fellow VTuber that's also from hell. Yeah, Krim and I are both demons. I'm from hell originally, but now I live on the moon. And just vibing up there. Vibing on the moon. Playing some Doki Doki Literature Club. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you to have to worry about impressing them or anything. Satan, yeah. Oh man. Not a demon, remember? I'm a devil. Right, so there is a difference between demons and devils. I'm just a little old demon lady, but Krim here is a devil. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, it's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. Couldn't be me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, oh my gosh, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Spoopy! I want to be a succubus. Hey man, follow your dreams. That's what I say. You want to be a succubus? Do it. Be a succubus. Live your wildest succubus dreams. And the current high is 30 in the 8th circle. Succubi have worse lives than you think. Is that true? Okay. So, what do you think? It's very freeform if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Aha, it's okay. Sometimes a guy just wants to suck up the bus. Sometimes that's just what you gotta be, you know? That's all. Just a little old succubi. No worries. No worries. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays, so pretty low-lived. Hey man, the lower you are on the ladder, the less responsibilities you have. And that is why I stay where I'm at. No stress, no pain, no gain. If zero pain means zero gain, then I'm into it. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if you know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. That, but actually you're basically a toy to every creature above you. I mean, yeah, let them make the decisions, you know? Not my decision, not my problem. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Crucifix. Wasn't there some hotshot guy that done got nailed to a crucifix? Who's this Jesus of Nazareth guy? Supposed to be some kind of somebody. That's what I heard. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, I guess it's Natsuki's turn, huh? Rue, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. She is so mean. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Yeah, tell her. That doesn't sound that great now. Feels bad, man. Yeah, that's why I left. I mean, I got kicked out, but also, it's better up at the moon. Mean because she cares. Oh man, I don't know. If someone said this to me in real life, I'd probably cry. Yeah, that's what I said, Natsuki. I said what I said. Yeah. Go ahead, make that face. Painful to think about? Hey, why don't you show me that crumpled up piece of paper we were talking about at the last meeting? The one that you were like, don't tell anyone what it's called. Yeah. How about we read that? Is that your poem? Is that the poem you wrote today? I mean, the 8th circle is pretty okay since I'm in charge. Yeah. I guess it's good to be the boss sometimes. Yeah, that's what I thought, Natsuki. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Yeah, I guess you do. You were talking so big. Mr. Hotshot over here. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Girl, you don't even know me. Oh, which has been about 240 years now. I'm in charge of the donut shop down Avenue 4, Demonic Confectionaries. Ooh, you know your girl Rue loves some donuts. You know your girl loves some snacks. Actually, I just had a donut today. I had a glazed donut. Not very interesting, but, you know, we love it. We love a classic. Snack on them snackums. That's what I say. All right, let's see what she's got. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Okay. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Wow, Natsuki, so clever. Phenomenal literature. Phenom. Absolutely phenom. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Ooh, more head pats. Let's do it. New pats. I'll take a sip too. That one's free. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Not me with the 3.5k points just waiting for a point heavy redeem. Should I make something big? Big? What would that even be? I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Oh my gosh, she is such a sassy pants. 80k points for play horror game for 24 hours. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Actually, there are a lot of like really interesting Japanese indie horror games that I really want to try, and maybe like they're also, a lot of them are pretty short, so maybe we'll make a stream out of it where I just play a bunch of like very spooky Japanese horror games. VIP status for 50k. That would be cool. I wonder like how I could, I don't know, like make a VIP status, you know? Ooh, I'm gonna move my head pats. Here we go. Imagine a 100k for a game request. Actually, these are pretty good ideas. Or just like a stream request of any kind. I don't know how that works either. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. That's a good idea though. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. 100 points to play Sailor Moon! Yes! My favorite. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Nobody said they didn't like it, girl. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Rue did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Ooh, go off. Go off, Yuri. You let him know. You let him know. Yo, y'all need to chill. It's just words on paper. It's literally not that serious. And Rue liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Wow, that was cold-blooded. I can almost imagine Rue playing FNAF because of my requests. FNAF. What is that? Which I will gift her as I redeem them. FNAF. I am digging deep into the recesses of my mind. FNAF. Oh! Five Nights at Yuri's. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah. Actually, that's a good one. That is quite popular with the youngins, isn't it? That's not what You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Rue appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Man, this is turning into a thing. Youngins? Okay, boomer. Yeah. No, I mean, when I say youngins, I mean like literal children. One of my jobs that I had, was teaching very young kids, like grades, not pre-K, I guess 1st grade to 6th grade. And like really little kids, like young children were into Five Nights at Freddy's. And I was like, how are you not horrified by this game? Not me, who has invested hundreds of hours in Five Nights at Freddy's theories. Preschool teacher, poggers. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just like weird that like literal children are very into Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm like, this is like objectively horrifying. Why? I mean, good for them though. Good for them. Desensitizing them young, I guess. Oh my gosh. Is everyone okay? Sayori, no one is okay. No one is okay right now. Got a blast now though. See you around. Oh, thank you so much for stopping by, Krim. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I know that you're in a different time zone than me, so I appreciate you hanging out. I blame it on YouTube and people taking famous horror games and putting it in kid videos. Yeah, that could be it. That could be it. All right, see you later, Krim. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a good day. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Ruth started showing up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Ruth started. What is that? Wait, did they though? Did like the drawing? I am so, what? What do you? This girl, Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, you guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Rue, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Probably meant she's just puffing her chest out, yeah. Or she got like a push-up bra or something. I don't know. There we go. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Rue. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Rue? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? Y'all just calm down. Push up raw mega hell, yeah. You don't need words on Twitch, you just need biddies and gift subs. That's all you need. That's all you need. Why you gotta overcomplicate things? No words necessary. Or you can just lurk. You know, we love the lurkers in this stream. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Yes. Yes. Lurkin'. Uh-oh. So, of course that's going to be... Yeah, I'm not choosing. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori. Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Actually, that's a good point. Go off. Rue. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. I don't agree. I think y'all need to just calm down. Think of the people around you, you know, just for like a minute. Yeah, this got rough. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. If it's your immaturity that's made her upset It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Thanks for the compliment, my guy. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. Yo, Sayori's just doing her best. We stand Sayori. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing to me. Ah ha ha. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Agreed, same size. Yep, checks out. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Rue, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I could at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to my... Well, okay, hold on. I thought that Monika's whole advice was just to be yourself and not worry about impressing everyone. So just calm down, calm down. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Rue, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Rue, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Alright, this sounds like a setup. This sounds like a setup. Sometimes I feel like this whole school has no one in it except the lit club, no sprites whatsoever. Yeah. Maybe that's like the part, that's the twist. There's just no one else in the whole entire world other than these ladies and me, I guess. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. That's a plot in one of my anime. Ooh, really? Spooky. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so I think it's poem writing time. Poem writing time. Okay. Gakko Garashi? School Live. Ooh. That sounds cool. That sounds spooky. Clumsy, hurt, heart, judgment, death, Valentine, lollipop, wrath, vitality, desire. I'm gonna go with heart. Childhood, effulgent. We already used effulgent. Infallible, sing, landscape, clouds, depression, hope, passion. Sing. Peaceful, flying, infinite, secretive, awesome, ambient, calm, extreme. I like ambient. Rain cloud, atone, feather, bubbles, hop, cage, beauty, family, essence, shiny. Essence is nice. Unrestrained, explode, pleasure, party, vivid, insight, poof, play, boop, scars. They get you in the first episode with a slice of life, and it ends up, well, you know. Oh man, I do like those twists though. I don't know, a little spice at the end. Kiss, happiness, crimsonless, daystream, email to cheeks, shopping, nibble. Let's do... I do like crimson. Analysis, question, flower, cheer, milk, marshmallow, agonizing, joy, grief, skipping. Oh, flower. Hair, silly, fear, masculine, laugh, journey, intellectual, tears, lucky, jumpy, journey. Pink, precious, headphone, glory, nature, horror, rose, electricity, entropy. We used entropy and electricity. Let's say rose. Sadness. Let's do sunset. Let's do after image. Vertigo. Fantasy. Oh, aura's good. Unrequited. Memories. Melody. Kitty! Alright, we haven't done incongruent. I just love Starscape. That's such a pretty word. And let's do nightgown. Alright. So let's do one more day here. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past few days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Rue. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really, I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Honestly, I'm always hungry too. Same girl. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Oof! Scathing. The main character is kind of a D. Yeah, dude. Like, just give her a couple of quarters to get a snack, my guy. Aha, Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't know that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Rue to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair and enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Ooh. Retribution. That. Okay, there we go. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Whap! Yeah, out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ah, what was... a cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Yeah. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Wow, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Aw, geez. I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Girl, what a sneaky move. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Uh-huh. Mouth full, Sayori trots away to safety. Alright. Sayori is my girl. She's really funny. I like her a lot. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Ugh, where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Aha, that makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Rue. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. Oof. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I mean, you could just like read the book that Yuri gave you, my guy. I guess I could, yeah. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. Yeah, you could. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. Random question, but you know a dude named XQC? I don't know. Are they a Twitch streamer? But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature club. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this very seriously. Never mind. Yeah, he played Doki Doki before and he got so pissed at having to read through the game thinking the horror was gonna come quick. Yeah, no, this is like the lead up. This is the good part. I mean, the good part is obviously the spooks, but like, that's just like the type of, like, it's a visual novel, my guy. Like, I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I mean, obviously it's like slow going, but I don't know. I was kind of prepared for it to be that way, just because, I don't know, that's like the way that visual novels are a lot, I guess. I don't know. That's silly. He ended up having to read a weeb anime visual novel game half the time. Yeah. I mean, it'd be like that sometimes, you know? You can't have the spooks without a good setup. It's all part of the journey. You gotta relax and enjoy the ride. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Yes, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Same, girl. Which isn't his usual thing, but he tried it only because of the horror tag, which made it funny while he was trying to get through those parts. That is funny. Yeah, that's why I was so interested in this game, because I was like, obviously the setup, like just the way that it's structured, seems really interesting. Like it's interesting to see when the spooks are gonna come in, you know? Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wow, I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Tell him, Sayori. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so out loud. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, call it like you see it, girl. Man, I'd love a napping club. Same! Get that extracurricular. Take a nap. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? Girl, calm down. You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair's sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my fingers. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Dude, that was cold. You leave her alone. Leave my girl Sayori be. She's just living her best life. That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, he don't deserve them cupcakes and hot harem. He's so mean. Just leave her alone. She's trying her best. I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Good for you, Sayori. Good for you. I'm rooting for you. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. The cameraman taking a shot. Yeah, definitely. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I will get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else in the world anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on getting to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Alright, and at this point, I'm going to save. Here we go. Alright, so I think we're actually gonna leave it there for today. I am having a good time. I hope you guys are having a good time. I think that this game is super cute. I can't wait for it to get spooky. It's one of them slow burn games. All right. So that is my stream for today, but let me see. All right. Yeah, I think we're just gonna end it there. And I will be updating my new streaming schedule. I'm actually gonna be super busy this weekend, so I apologize if I don't get my streaming schedule out. Hi, thank you so much for the cheer, Yuru. I hope you enjoyed our very first stream of Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm really glad that I got this game. And I will be streaming at some point again next week. Yeah. All right. So that is all for me. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you, Yuru, thank you. I know Krim left. I know a bunch of people had to go. Dracula had to take a little nap. Thank you, Crazy Kev. Thank you, Mizuki, also for the raid. That was very, very nice of you. And some tea water. I hope I'm not missing anybody. All right. So yeah. So thank you guys so much, and I will catch you on the flippity flip. Bye bye.